What happened to my eyes? Okay, hold on. This has happened before. Hold on. I get you're looking very large today. Well, good morning. Huh. Well, oddly enough, I know what this means. It means there's new things. It means there's new things, and the eyes haven't been updated to the new things. So today we get lame, normal eyes, okay? Because they haven't been updated to... Yeah, chat, Optifine isn't updated. I can make lore out of Optifine not being updated. I can make lore out of anything. I just tried to zoom. I can't. This is painful, but it's okay. Hi, chat. Lame eyes. It's okay. Oh my goodness. I could give you clothes. Yeah, man. Do you want clothes? Oh my goodness. Too close. I think today is my day of stupid. I think today is my day of I have no thoughts in my little head. Hi, peanut butter. Didn't I do it for you? Okay, so... Ooh, I'm not used to my eyes being... Right. Good thing, but a weird thing. Okay, so I have a plan for today, maybe? Maybe? There's some things we need to do. The most regular of them being to move my animals into the nice pens. I have been talking about moving my animals into nice pens for like weeks, and I haven't. So that might be our first order of business, if our first order of business isn't me farming. Yeah, this is weird to see it not with shaders on. I'm so used to shaders. I go back and I watch my VODs, chat, from like Fable season 1, and I'm like, what were you doing? Because I like boycotted shaders for some reason. I was like, I don't want them. They make everything too much. I go watch season 2, and I'm like, why don't you have shaders on? What were you doing, you silly goose? What were you doing? Why did you think that was the move? And then I look at season 3, and I'm like, oh, thank God we're normal. And then I made lore out of it, of course, but like, when don't I, you know? So there's that. But chat, I've got some things to talk to you about today. Oh, the one thing I wanted to do also, chat, at the end of our last stream, if you didn't catch yesterday's stream, the Lethal Company stream, we hit the sub goal for me to show my new merch design, and I showed it. And I'm gonna show it again because I just realized that I forgot to do that at the start of the stream today, which was my first order of business, literally. So if you missed the Lethal Company stream last night, I did hit a sub goal to show off the new merch design. So chatters, are you ready? Oh, bah! Look at them! Look at them! So it's Sherbert-verse centric, and I'll go through all of the guys, one by one. So every Sherbert's got a heart. So we got Ash, we've got Cedar, we've got Epsilon, we've got Icarus, we've got Crit. I love crits. I don't know why, but I love crits. We've got Helix, we've got Kane. We've got Ripley. Ripley's a see-through. because I thought that was neat. We've got Sherwood, we've got Sherbert, we got Rio, we got Ajax, we got Rena, and we got Midas. Or Quixus, whatever you want to call it. Teehee. But yeah, they're probably going to be organized in a couple different ways, chat. Like there'll be some where they go down like the sleeve of an arm, and there will be some where they like go down the spine, or maybe they're in a circle, but this is the base of all of the guys. These will be stickers as well, because I think that'd be fun. But it's so... I like it! I'm actually really, really pleased, because I drew this myself. I designed all of them myself. I was like, I'm gonna draw little hearts for all of them, and then I did. So yeah. I'll take your entire stock. Good, yes, good, yes, good, yes. Okay, chat. Chat, I think I am not very coherent today for some reason. I don't know why. I had a totally normal morning. I went and got my breakfast. I got to hang out. I hung out with Hehe for a little bit. I had a very regular morning, but for some reason, I clicked the live button and all of my cells are gone. All of my cells are gone. Every single one of them. I am goo. I'm goo. I am nothing subatomically. Was because you used all your thoughts on gay up? Yeah, you know what? I used my brain cell for the day. I used my daily brain cell. And I've lost all other forms of thought. So Inside Out 2, I haven't yet. That's because like everybody that I know wants to go, and Motherquake is convinced that we should all go together, but that requires scheduling with like everybody, and it hasn't happened yet. But I want to go so bad because Centros really wants to go, which is rare, very rare. Not like insane, but like it's a pretty big deal because he really likes like the original Inside Out. And he was like, this is the first movie I've been hype about, like especially from Disney. Like typically he has no interest in going and seeing Disney movies. The last one he was like properly interested in was in Strange World. Point A, go watch Strange World. Very good movie. Really, really good movie. Actually. It's so good. It's like actually good. I heard there's a really, really good depiction of a panic attack, like anxiety attack. I heard there's a really, really good depiction of it. Which was very hype to hear. Strange World is good. Strange World is good, and not enough people saw it, I don't think, so it was very bussin'. There is? Yeah. I am a big fan of when people take things that aren't sentient and make them sentient. That's like one of my favorite tropes. You guys know there was like this was a long time ago. There was like an art that circulated around of like different social media apps as people. And like just a whole like stuff like that, like it gets me. That's what I'm here for. I want it. And I don't really know how to explain it other than that. Good, yes, beats good, yes. Oh, potat. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. From the deep recesses of your mind. Okay, potat. Melon, beet. More potat. Let's go do the rest. This is like my daily chores, chat. I say that every time, but it's because it's true. I need to get better at remembering I have Elytra now, because I don't remember that I have it. From the cavernous depths of my shallow memory. Real. But no, Inside Out was very good, the original, and it is that trope of taking things that aren't sentient or people and turning them into people, and I think it's neat. I like it. I almost wrote a one act in that type of trope. I keep saying trope. I don't know if trope's the right word, but I almost wrote what's it called? A one act of like different parts of the body, but like as a business company, and they're like well, you have like the heart and that kind of. I almost wrote that for theater when I was in high school. It was gonna be hype, actually. Doom do do ba do 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 ba do 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 ba do 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 ba do. Okay, chat. But I've got some updates for you today. I need shop. For once, Ruins isn't doing it for me. I need shop. I need do 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 do. Hold on. Where's shop? No, not home. There it is. That's what I need right now. I use so much Undertale music, chat. I've been editing the VidCon vlog, and because I'm going to get the VidCon done. If you don't know, I'm going to VidCon next week. Less than a week away, actually. I'm going to VidCon. And I was like, if I go to VidCon 2024 before my 2023 VidCon vlog isn't out, I've failed. So I gave myself a deadline, and I'm making sure that the vlog comes out before VidCon this year. And there's a lot of like background music that is like put in vlogs. It's one of my favorite things to do, actually, because I like setting music to stuff. But I use so much Undertale and Zelda music for vlogs, and this is a good tangent. Chat, I am so excited for the Zelda game. The Zelda game? I haven't heard anything about any of the other games that were announced, but I have seen so much about the Zelda game, and I am excited. I've never like properly played a Zelda game, but this is like one of the first times that Nintendo is doing a Zelda game, Legend of Zelda. But you're playing a Zelda, and she throws furniture. She throws furniture. And that's all I ever wanted for her. That's all I've ever wanted for her. It looks really good. I don't know. Maybe this will actually get me to go and play a Legend of Zelda game properly, because I love the universe, and I like the lore, and I like watching people play it. But I've never played one myself. I guess I technically played Twilight Princess on the Wii. But I didn't like get through the whole game or anything. I just did play it a little, which is more than I could say about most things. So, slay with the chair. Throw that table. You're slaying. She's girl bossing. She's girl bossing. There's so much art that's been done already. And it's good. It looks very good. That's all, chat. Yeah, but fun fact, I've heard nothing else, because I did not get to watch the like announcement, but because typically I just hear about all the games through the social media grapevine. But the only thing I've heard about is the Zelda game, because everybody is so excited for it. But yeah, chat. Okay. Powerful. Doo boo doo doo doo. And here comes Zelda with a steel chair. Oh, she's thrown it! Yeah, that's the energy it has. That's definitely the energy it has. Boom, boom. Doo 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 doo. Okay, chat. So, I just want a little bit of D&D. A little bit of D&D story, chat. Because we could do a little bit of the D and the D stories. We have only had one session since the last time that we have talked. But if you remember, we left off in... Motherquake is calling me right now. Did she text me something? Okay, no, it's okay. I'm good. I'm live. But chat, if you know where we last left off, you'll know that we left off on a little bit of a cliffhanger. A little bit of a combat approaching. And that is where we're at. So if you've never heard this before, one of the things I've done here on stream is tell the story of my D&D campaign that Centros runs, that he DMs, and I've been telling it through many of VODs, which you can now go to a playlist, and all the VODs will be there, all the D&D story VODs, !D&D will take you there. Chad, I've been thinking about doing a, oh hey. I'm okay. I want to make a concise version. I want to make a concise version. I want to see if I can either like as a YouTube video or as something else. I don't know. I want to make a video where you can get all of like the basic information on my guy, so that when I talk about where we are in the campaign, you know, like the bare bone minimum, because I try to tell everything that like I need to, like plot wise, in the stream that I'm talking about it. But if I could get just like a base level. Where are his llamas? There's one out there. I can't zoom. This is so sad. Okay, chat, I'm gonna commit. I'm doing this. But chat, I kind of want to look for the new stuff. No, I've said I'm gonna do this for so long. We're committing. Just make it a cutscene you can play during stream. That's kind of based, actually. That's not a terrible idea. So this is like all of my guys. I kind of want to put them up here. Am I crazy for that, chat? I guess I could like furnish this. This world is not very like fancied up. I've got my house. But like there's no landscaping here. Okay, maybe we leave the animals down here so we can put, I don't know, a little pond or something, little like a little hill, or I don't know, I feel like there should be something down here. So maybe we'll mess with that. Okay. But we can definitely at least do this. Okay, but let me begin the tale of this last session. So last where we left off, we were going into a boss fight. A great place to start, truly, I think. We were going into a boss fight, theoretically. My character has been moderately hunting down his evil dad. As is a theme in this campaign, it would seem. There's a lot of people with evil dads, but you know, what are you gonna do? You get what you get. And where we last we ran into him in an alley, which is, you know, the most likely place to run into evil guys. Why do all characters have evil dads? I don't know. I didn't decide that, but it's true. In my like original backstory, he wasn't that bad, and David was like, but here's all the terrible things he did without knowing. And I was like, I guess this is my trope now. But he is trying to give a little bit of context about the situation. He was trying to basically turn my entire hometown, my character's hometown that he is in charge of, into a battery for his Philosopher's Stone. He does blood magic. My character also does blood magic. And he's been basically sapping the life force of everybody who has lived in this town for like 200 years. A long time ago, I got exiled. My character got exiled. And this is his like first time ever trying to go back to this town. And it went not great, about as you could expect. As my character's dad sees my character as a terrible person who got exiled and isn't his son anymore, so you know how it is. But we finally ran into him as I've been hunting him down in this campaign for the last, like, probably couple months of sessions. New challenge unlocked, make a character without daddy issues. I don't know how it keeps happening, okay? But anyways, we were trying to go towards the center of the sound, where his big machine is. Where his big old machine is. Where he's sapping all the life force, and theoretically shut the machine down. A couple things important to note before I go into this. Our party has a nuke. Great sentence on its own. Our party has a nuke. We, like, session 2 or 3 found this box that we dubbed the Boom Boom Box. Why do we call it the Boom Boom Box? Because all we know is that it goes boom. It has a massive high level fireball spell like woven into it, so that when someone tries to open the box, it casts a 9th level fireball on the box, which we always said if we were to, like, drop the box, it would blow up. This is important context for the rest of this session. And yes, you should be concerned about it. The Boom Boom Box. So, yeah, our party aptly named it the Boom Boom Box, which, wonderful job, party members. We love naming things. It's our favorite pastime. Okay, cows, can you all please come over here? All of you. I feel an accident coming about, or a very, very on purpose. Do we like that? I think that's fine. So, we're looking at this machine, and we're looking at it real hard, and we're like, I think we could blow up this machine. I think we could absolutely blow up this machine, and that might just be the best way to deal with this problem. So, and I'm like, no, this is the middle of town. I don't want to drop a nuke on my hometown and maybe kill a bunch of people in the village with it. I don't want to do that. So we were like, okay, we'll keep that on the back burner as our like backup plan. And as we're walking to this machine, we get stopped by, get this, my dad. And that was where we picked up last time, was we were like trying to figure out how to get rid of this machine, how to shut it down, and we got approached by him. And we proceeded to have our sessions. Good for you. Our session started with a very, very tense conversation between my character and my character's dad that he hasn't talked to in a long time. And, like, I'm sitting here and I'm like, this is going to be combat. We're going to go into combat. I want to kill this man. He wants me dead. We're going to go into combat. All right. First thing important to note here. My character is 7'9". He's a Firbolg. 7'9" Blood Hunter Firbolg. His dad is taller than him. Right? But with some of the blood magic that family does, it's kind of been making him skintier. So every time we see him, he's like, that's not what he should look like. Well, at this point, when I see my father, who's meant to be over 8 feet tall, he is 4 feet tall. He's like 4'3". Which, like, really puts like a dampener on the whole situation, in my opinion. But he's 4'3", which we kind of know is because of the blood magic that we use. It drains your life force, you get skinnier, you get smaller. But he's like 4 foot tall, and I am like double his height. Which looks really silly. But he is still absolutely owning me. And I'll give you guys a couple of the lines that were said, because there were some really good ones. And I might draw an art of this alleyway standoff where I'm like, hey man, let's fight. I'm over this. I want to fight. And he starts like talking to me and is like, because I don't want to initiate combat, right? And he starts just like going off, and he's like, I'm like, what do you want? And he's like, you can leave. Just give me the books that you have that he's been hunting forever, and you can walk right out. And I'm like, that's not gonna fly. I can't give you this books. And he's like, oh, why? Because you've done such a good job protecting them. And I'm like, yes, from people like you. And he's like, oh, are you not like me? Are you not doing my kind of magic? And I was like, a couple of the bangers that he had. 250 years is a long time for a coward to stay away, which hurt my soul a little. That one hurt. And then he starts going off about how the whole town knows what he's doing and is okay with it because he's been protecting them for that many years. And this is bothering me because I'm like, no, I'm pretty sure you're a terrible person, and then nobody here knows what they're going on. And he's like, well, did you ask them? And we're like, well, no, we didn't. We did not ask them because we have been trying to run from you. And he's like, well, maybe if you did, you would understand that they all know what I'm doing here and they're all okay with it. And it's just like pissing me off. And I'm like, oh, I want to. And at this point, I say something to him along the lines of like, everybody must hate you. And he goes, they hate you more. And I was like, David, stop it. David, stop it. Stop with this. And like this goes on for a while, and he ends up talking about, like we end up getting on the conversation of like, I have done everything I can to keep this book away from people like you. Like, we were tasked with protecting this book from blood mages, and you are exactly what you taught me to keep it away from. And he's just throwing it back at me, and it's like, but that's you now too. You're no better than me. And I'm like, I don't hurt my friends. And he's like, but you did hurt your friend, which is true. I got very pissed a couple sessions ago and did my blood magic and ended up drawing blood from one of my party members, which I felt really bad about. Which I'm like, screw you, the fact that you know that, because technically he would know that. And he's just like he's just going and it's upsetting me. And then he's like, you know they haven't woken up, right? You know they haven't woken up. And I was like, oh no. And fun fact, the reason my character got exiled from his village is because he experimented with blood magic a long time ago and ended up killing like 2 acres of forest. Like every single tree in like the 2 whole acres absolutely destroyed and dead, and sent a bunch of members of the village into a coma, which caused him to immediately get exiled and never to want to ever come back, which is great and dandy. And he's like, you know they haven't woken up, right? And this is when I start like faltering, like I'm going pretty hard on this man, and then he says that and I like break a little bit. He's like, it's been 250 years and they're still stuck there in undeath because you put them there. And I was like, and I like shut up And all the other party members then start chiming in, and they're like, okay, well, what you're doing is way more worse. Like, this is so much worse. And at this point, one of our party members is like, can I roll an insight check on him? And gets like a 26 on an insight check on this man. At which point, we totally realize that this man is stalling and lying through his teeth. This man is waiting for his machine to charge, because it's been charging in the background, and is just trying to get us to not go over there. And then he's been lying about 90% of the stuff he's been talking about. Not the coma, though. That was true. So, when... But the whole bit about him being like, oh, the town knows and I've been protecting them. No, that was bullshit. That was absolute bullshit. And I'm like, okay, great, I'm gonna fight you. And at this point, I'm like getting ready to like fight this man. Thank you, Dizzled, for the 40 months. At tier 3, 40? Jeez. That's the first time I've seen a... Whoa. Whoa there. Whoa. Okay. Sorry, I've had a revelation about how I want to do this. I want this to be an opening. Wow, that's a long time. Sorry, that threw me off. I wasn't ready for that. I wasn't prepared. Cool. And that'll be our like section, and this will be the sheep pen, which is going to be a pain to make. I think I want to go this way heavy. Chad, I think I have to release all the animals and then bring them back in. Is that crazy? Don't. I know I shouldn't, but I need to be able to make this shape. And I need the pigs to not be there. Okay, we're taking a new plan. New tactic. Anyway, so I'm like, let's fight. And meanwhile, the whole time that we've been talking, back behind me, Mambu's character and our paladin have been trying to do the sneakiest handoff. Because our paladin has our bomb. Our paladin has our bomb. And we're trying to get it to him so that we're trying to give it to Mambu because Mambu can fly. And if we can get her the bomb, then she can go and fly over to the machine and blow it up really quickly. And hopefully that's good. So we get the box into Mambu's hands. She teleports away. And from this point forward, we're in combat. From this point forward, chat, we are in combat. And it gets pretty weird. So the first thing that like my dad does combat wise is, sorry, I'm figuring out how to do this right now and it's going away for sure. Chad, I need a chest down here if I'm gonna do this. Oh, it's still the same guy. Hold on, chat. I need to be able to hold things in my hands. Put them in a hole. I guess that is an option. But we're like, all right, we're in combat now. And the first thing he does is push us all back which is a problem because behind us is the machine. And we were going to try and stay away from this machine so that Mambu could drop the bomb. But this ends up where we're all like in proximity to it, and he's now flying, and a couple of turns of combat go by. I don't need to do like a play-by-play of combat, I don't think, for you guys. But nice. Nailed it, nailed it, nailed it. Look at that. Consolidated. That's horrible. That's so horrible. It's okay. Alright, there you go, guys. You guys are okay in there, yeah? Good, good. Oh, okay. Mambu gets to the point where she's gonna drop the bomb. I like basically cast the equivalent of hold person, but using blood magic binding to stop my dad from going over and trying to stop the bomb, because he kind of figures out that we have a bomb. And then he hits me with a bolt that makes it so I can't heal, which is really dumb, because notably, chat, going into this fight, we are not long rested. We are like, maybe half of our stuff is available, because we haven't long rested in a while, which is great. That's fine. And David didn't realize that, so we're like going, and he's like, hey, you take this damage, and I'm like, David, I'm at like half already, and he was like, why are you starting at half health? Why are you starting at half? This is a boss fight. This is a boss fight. Did not know you guys were not to your highest potential. What's long rested? In D&D, when you take a big snooze, what a way to put it. When you take a big snooze, like your health regenerates and your spells regenerate, so that you, you only can cast a certain amount of spells, like as a mage, and long resting is what replenishes that. So it sucks if you don't have the ability to cast all the stuff you want to cast. I'm gonna say there. I'm gonna say there, there. Okay. How do you feel about that? Hello? Hello, little horse guy. Ah, so you guys are screwed. Basically. That's the short way of putting it. Yeah, we're screwed. Hold on. I'm committing to something, chat. Okay, that's better. I have a big thought brewing, alright? I got a big thought brewing. Okay, so let's open this up for the guys. Look at that! Freedom! And we're all now around the bomb, and we're like, well, crap. That's not what you wanna see. And I can't heal, which is really dumb, because my plan was to, like literally started my first turn, I was like, I'm gonna chug a healing potion, because I'm nowhere near half health, and for me to cast spells, I need to be able to spend health, because it's blood magic, and your spell slots are your hit points, which I don't have. This is a problem. Bruin from Fable SMP? What? Crazy. Okay, let's move these guys over here. Hold on, let me pick up all the fences. We'll get that ready, go. Nice. Nice. Success. So I can't heal, which sucks. But we go to drop the bomb, and we very quickly realize that when this machine gets hit, it like shoots out energy. Okay, this is a magic collecting machine. Okay, the point of this machine is to gather energy and transform it into the type of magical energy that you can cast. So when we hit it, it lets out a burst, and it can hit us, which it did many times. So basically, we're all given these colored cards at the table. David at the start of the session was like, hey, can you pick from these colored cards real quick and pick as many as you want, and they're yours. And I pick like 3 of them. Everyone else picks like 1 or 2. And then we start getting hit by rays of energy. And he's like, all right, shuffle your cards around and pull out a random one. So I pull out white. I pull out the white colored card. And he's like, oh, okay. Now flip this coin. And we flip a coin, and I'm like, David, what are we doing? This is so quirky. I love it. I love it. It's so quirky of you. And I lose the coin flip, and he's like, all right, you get a negative effect. And very quickly we start realizing, oh, when we get hit by the rays of energy, we're getting hit with a certain type, which we're getting from the color of the cards we pull. And it's going to either do a positive or negative thing. So like our cleric gets hit by 1 and gets back like 2 of their spell slots. And then I get hit by 1 and I get stunned for 2 turns. And all the different colors do different specific things, like Magic the Gathering. Not a coin flip. Yeah, it sucks. I barely won my flips, chat. I got hit more than anyone else, and I lost almost all of them. But we can kind of get a pretty good sense of when the machine is like how far it is charged, because we know when it hits 100, it's gonna go off, and it's gonna do a really bad thing. We don't really know exactly what it's gonna do, but we know it's not good. So we're like, crap. David played that for real. It was very fun. But we dropped the bomb on this machine. It's a much smaller bomb than anticipated. The only person that gets hit in like the blast radius, like the fire damage of the fireball, is my dad. And he goes flying. He goes flying. Everyone else was far enough away to not get hit in like the blast. Not him though. He was midair and sails. He sails away. And it's really funny. Okay. Now, chat, I'm gonna do the pigs, which is gonna be over here. Like the super cool guy that I am. And I'm actually gonna terraform. Sorry to do this to you, chat, but I am gonna have to terraform right now. Man's got yeeted. He did. He got absolutely yeeted. Dirt. Oh, good. It's not nearly enough, but it'll do for now. And we're like chilling. I have to find my place every time I start talking about Minecraft, and then I have to go back into D&D mode. So he goes flying, and we're like, oh, great. As soon as I'm not stunned, I'm gonna go chase after him. Turns out he's running back at the speed of Mach 10. So he gets back into like the fighting area pretty fast, because I'm stunned for 2 turns because of the blast of energy that gets shot out when we dropped a bomb on the thing. And our paladin, meanwhile, got 3 extra turns because he won his coin flip. So instead of getting stunned, he got to do 3 turns worth of action on his turn. So he goes up and starts hitting this machine. And we really quickly realize this machine's at like 90%. and it's been ticking up a lot since we started hitting it. And we do not want to let it hit 100. So, we figure out that casting magic on it makes it speed up, and also casting magic on it makes it shoot out an energy ray. So, an energy ray gets shot out, hits my character, and I get the white energy again, and I go to flip my coin, and I'm like, David, I'm only stunned for one more turn. I swear to God, if I get stunned right now, and I can't do anything, I'm gonna riot. Like, if I get stunned for 4 more turns, this is gonna be extremely upsetting. And that was the only coin flip I won. So I get... Not only do I get unstunned on my next turn, but I get 2 turns of action, which if you know D&D, you kind of know what I'm talking about. But I not only get unstunned, but when it's my turn again, I get to go twice before the next person. And I'm like, oh, thank God, I was gonna cry. And it gets to Mambu's character, and Mambu is like, the only thing I can do is shoot it with magic, and I know it's gonna tick it up, but it's gonna do the most damage. And David is like actively telling us, yeah, with the bomb, this thing is at like 2/10 of its original health. You guys are close to blowing it up. And it hits 97. It gets to my turn. And I'm like, oh no. Oh no. Because here I was about to go run after my dad and go hit him. But this is the last turn that we get to try and hit this machine. And I'm like, shit. So I abandon going after my dad, and I go over to the machine. I walk up to it. David, so I get 2 attacks when I swing. This thing has like 20 health, okay? Left like literally just 20 hit points. I do a lot more than that. So David's like, okay, you're gonna roll your 2 attacks separately. Like, you're not gonna do your 2 to hits. You're gonna roll your first one. I hit. It's great. I roll my damage. Great. I do my damage. It's like 12. This thing is at 8. 8 health. And David's like, yeah, so you hit it, and you get hit with another beam of energy. And I'm like... Shuffles my cards. Pulls out a card. It's the white one. The machine is at 99. And I know what the white energy does. If I win my flip, I get another turn. If I lose, I get stunned. Which means before I can do my second attack, I pass to the next person, and it hits 100. And I'm like, you are not telling me right now that this is going to rely on a coin flip. And David's like, yeah, it came down to that. And I'm like, ah! So I flip the coin. Very intense moment. It lands. And I lose. But it lands a little sideways. Like it's between 2 surfaces. Which is called a cucked dice. If your dice rolls and it falls off the table, it doesn't count. You re-roll it. And I look at David and I'm like, David, does that count? Can I reflip the coin? David, does that count? Can I reflip the coin? And he's like, it's off the table. Yeah, you can reflip it. And I'm like, thank God! And I flip it. And I get it. And I win the flip. And I roll the hit. I hit it. I smack it. It explodes. The literal last possible second. There was no wiggle room. That was the last possible turn that we had to get that off, which was way more stressful than it needed to be. Yeah, screwed you, Dad. I blew up your stupid machine. It was me. I did it. You suck and I hate you. So I blow up the machine, and it sets out this crazy massive energy. But before I tell you this, I need to tell you what our rogue was doing this whole time. Because this was the funniest thing the entire session, okay? We are all actively in combat. Our rogue is the only one who didn't get pushed back when he first pushed us back. When he first pushed us into, like, the big area, he technically wasn't pushed in there and wasn't in combat. So he's seeing some other stuff right now. And he gets pushed past some line, which we know what this line is. A couple days ago in the game, we saw this massive red bubble pop up around the town. We didn't know exactly what it was, but we knew it wasn't good, and that's what prompted us to finally go over and try and stop him from doing whatever he was doing. We still didn't know what the bubble was, but we knew that it wasn't good. And he, like, backs up to like get into like his like sneaking attack rogue position and accidentally steps outside a line. We're in the center of town. This bubble was around the edges of town. And he passes it and realizes that the bubble is shrinking. It's shrinking to center on the machine, and we assume that when the bubble hits the machine is when it does the big moment. But he steps outside of it. And we've been in this village for a couple, like a day or two now. And everything has been like really nice. It's been peaceful. Everybody was happy. Everybody's houses are good. There's like farmers. There's a big marketplace. Everything is great. And as soon as he steps outside this bubble, he sees everything for what it really is. And the entire town is in shambles. Every building is in disrepair. Every, like, crop is dead. It looks horrible. And all of the people are actively getting their lives drained. Which we knew was happening. But to us, it didn't seem like it was that big of a deal. So now, our rogue is standing there, a bunch of round, just a bunch of decaying people. And we're like, oh, so this was a problem. And David's like, yeah, this was a problem. this was a problem, yeah. We're like, great, good to know. And our rogue he's great. You know, he's great. But he is like the least connected to the party. This is the guy who slapped Essek. And like he had to leave the party for a few months, so he got separated from the party and went off to do some other stuff. He's the one who like cares about us the least, right? That's like his role in our little group. And this kid walks up to him, this like decaying kid, you know, and like shambles up to him and is like, "Are you here to save us?" And he looks down at the kid and goes, "Maybe." And he's like, "I don't know. I'm not sure what we're doing is directly gonna, you know, like, help this." And he's like, "Are you gonna stop the bad man?" And he's like, "Depends who you think the bad man is. Maybe." Like, no emotional effect on him. And, like, anybody else in the party could have had that interaction and been like, "Oh, yes, we're here to save the town. This is great. Like, this is wonderful. This is wondrous." No, it happened to Falthium, and he just does not care. He's like, "Thanks, kid. Can you, like, look for, like, guards, maybe?" And he's like, "Of course." anything for like our heroes, and he's like, yeah, sure, kid. It's just like the dumbest thing, because we're all having like intense combat and he's just like shitting on this kid. And it's just like, you know what, we did need this today, so thanks, man. You did a real one. It's so dumb. It's so dumb and stupid. It's really funny though. And at this point, we'll go on back over to the actual party. I just wanted to share that because it was really silly to me. Yeah, that's what he was doing the whole time. that we're blowing up this machine. So the machine blows up and sends out this massive energy beam. Like, we've been getting hit with energy beams, but this is like an energy wave. Like, everything is getting hit and everything's gonna have to flip a coin, and it's not looking great for all the weak townspeople. But there's nothing we can do about it. It's better than whatever the machine was gonna do. But it sends out this big pulse and absolutely it's doing damage. It's doing damage and absolutely obliterates my dad. Like, he was already like low because we've all been hitting him in this combat. But we absolutely obliterate him. That landing was sick. Thank you. I know. I'm sorry. I don't know why I have that energy right now. Come to me, little piggies. Come hither. Hither this way. I think that counts for getting the heal on him. So about that, we watch him turn into like, just get like absolutely blasted. But then his body starts reforming and growing and growing, and it doesn't really look like a person anymore, but it's big and it's growing and it's bad into this massive lump blood creature. They get out of there? Are my pigs escaping? Hold on. My pigs escaped! Bruh! Okay, well, hold on. Come here. Hold on. My pigs were escaping. Ha! I got him. And he turns into what David describes as a kaiju. Like, massive blood clump monster. It's not what you wanna see or hear or to exist anywhere, really. But it does that. And that's where we ended. That's where we ended. Isn't that great? And the thing is, chat, I'm not gonna get to play for like 2 more weeks because I go to VidCon. I go to VidCon, so there's no D&D that week. So I'm stuck in uncertain land, and I don't like it. I don't like it at all. But I did blow up his machine and screw that guy. So I think that counts for so much. In my heart, at least. Because I ruined that man's day, and I don't think there's coming back from that. But yeah, now we have to fight a big blood monster. And Mambo's character has no spell slots. I'm at 1/3 of my health. Our paladin has used all of his divine smites. It's not where you want to be going into another boss fight. Like, we'll probably be fine. Probably. I don't know. We'll probably be fine. I just don't like it. Okay, chat. We've got these little guys. We've got an option. Option number 1, we put the chickens over there. Option number 2, we keep the chickens where they are and we get a little like that. Because I'm gonna put like a little like entrance thing, and then we'll be able to move through all of the pens. What do we think? Do we think top left or to the right? Make it in a Z shape. Ooh. Z shape's kind of hype, actually. To the right? Do we like it down there or do we like it up there? I think yes on the right side, but to the top or the bottom of the right side? Up or down? Up. Okay. We'll do a little bit of uppies. Well, now this wall needs to be. It's okay. I can just shift it, but I sure was making the walls in a way in which the doors were gonna be there, but this will work. Whoa. Oh, maybe I want it to be lower like that. Hold on, I'm cooking. There we go. But yeah, chat, that's my D&D story for the for this last week. Isn't that a great place to be? Isn't that great? It's pretty great. It's my favorite. I love it. Yup. Dirt time. Whee. I envy Centros's DM skills. Please tell him that. Tell him that you think he's a good DM, because
I am not.
Yes, you are. Of course he came in right then. I'm trying to give him love and affection. Dirt. I need dirt. Okay. But yeah, that's where we're at for D&D. We've been going very crazy. I have busted out, chat, like 20 more frames of the animatic that we started drawing on stream, which, if you don't know, a couple streams ago I started up an animatic for my D&D character, because I've never committed to making like a proper animatic of anything, and I really wanted to, because typically when I go, oh man, I really like that, it's because I can make it into a CMV, and then I go sicko mode. But I can't do that with D&D so much. It's a lot harder. So I was like, screw it. I'm gonna try and animatic this. So I said, I'm doing it, and I just went for it, and I have been very pleasantly surprised by it. I don't know, I've been getting a lot more confident. I'm starting to get to the point where I will draw faces, which if you have followed me for a while, you know that I absolutely hate drawing faces that aren't silly little guys. It scares me. And this finally got me to be a little bit more comfortable drawing faces, which is cool. It's Hell Coming With You. Hell is coming with me. It's Hell's Coming With Me by Poor Man's Poison, if you don't know. And it's tasty. It's good. Okay, no chat, I'm not gonna leave that stare there. I think you all would destroy me if I kept a stare like that. Our streamer is an artist for real. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, chatters. You crazy, you crazy. Oh, cool. So that's already there. Boop, boop. And we'll have it go not too much further up. Maybe, nice! I've been trying to make just, like, not circles. Which I really couldn't tell you why I decided that I was gonna build my pens like this. But I made my turtles this way, and I couldn't stop. Can't stop, won't stop. There's a platypus controlling me. But no, chat. That's where I'm at. I have been braining chat about VidCon because I still don't know who I'm gonna do. Fun fact, I still don't know who I'm doing for my third day, because I think I did settle on doing techno. Which is bussin'. I haven't done them in a while, so I'm gonna do techno again, and I'm gonna do Icarus, but I haven't fully decided who I want the last one to be. I want it to be another version of Sherb. To some degree. I know I want it to be a Sherb version, which doesn't really narrow the list. But I don't know. I've got many an option in that regard. All right. Hey, chickens. Chinkin. What are the chances one of these drops a seed? Really? Fine. I just need one. I just need one. Okay, there we go. Character arena. So you have a point. I don't know. I like doing just like Sherb fits. But no, I think I'm turned between like Midas, like Ash, and like, I don't know, maybe Ajax? I don't know, I'm stuck. I'm stuck on my third day. Asher Crit is kind of fun. I know, those are the other two guys with like very interesting fits. But Crit is weird to do at a con, in my opinion. Because the bottom half of the cosplay doesn't exist. Chatters? This is a big one. I've been saying I was going to do this for a really long time. Look at that. Look at that. We've got some kind of theme going on. And I obviously need to light it up in here, etc. And I'm going to make it so that we can walk through. But that's a really solid start, I think, on this build area. So heck yeah. let that die. Oddly enough. I don't know. I'm partial to William after Asterion for reasons. I did do Asterion, and I forget about that every day, but I sure did that. And it was kind of slay. It was kind of very slay. Boop, boop, boop. And boop, 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 boop. And boop. And boop and boop. And then boo and boo. And boom. And boom. Alright, there we go. Okay. We've got new stuff to look at. What can I make my dog armor? How do I make dog armor? Oh, I need armadillo, don't I? Where do they spawn? Where do they spawn? What biome do they spawn in? Mesa? Desert? Savannas, I think? I have no idea where that is. Savannah. Well, I want one. I think the next time that we're hardcoring, we go on a big adventure out and about and around. Let's go check on our guys. Hey guys. Oh my goodness, thank you for the special seeds. You wonderful creatures. You sniffy boys. You're so wonderful. The sniffer. Need a brush, I think? Yeah, I do know that you need a brush. Look at that, look at the sound they make. Can you guys hear that? I've never listened to them before. Oh! If you guys give me another torch flower, I'll make a little baby. I'll make an egg. You're making noises. You're making silly little noises. Okay, okay, I'll stop. I'll stop. I'll leave him alone. I'll leave him alone. I'll go do a little bit of that. Not that. Okay. What else could we go get from the new... We have all the trial blocks, but that's a lot of copper. How much copper do we have? I think we could stand to go mining. Maybe. I don't know. Oh, we don't have a lot of copper. Could also use tough. The tough blocks! The tough blocks! Whoa! Okay. We're gonna figure out something to build out of tough blocks, chat, because I really like how they look. I really like how they look. But chat, that's a pretty good little area. The announcement? Oh, no, chat, the announcement was that I'm moving! If you don't know, I am moving. At the end of, this is kind of like the start of August. I'm gonna be in a new house. I'll be with Haley and Centros. But we're moving into just like a bigger place, and I'm gonna have a new area. So that was the announcement that we hit a little while ago, which is very fun. I have so many lanterns sitting around. Who do I think I am? I mean, like, yeah, I want the lanterns and I like them, but I didn't expect this. What did I use to do those gates? Is it gates? I used spruce gates. Do I have any spruce gates lying around? I don't have a lot of spruce lying around, period. Jeez. Okay. That's not how that works. Still not how that works. You guys see me do that twice? What was that about? gates. I'm making gates. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think I'm gonna need 12 gates. Hold on. I think I'm gonna need 12 gates, possibly some more slabs. Okay, let's go see what we can do with this. I don't want to be using oak fences then. Hold on. I'm cooking. We are in desperate need of some more spruce, chatters. Okay, now I want fence. I'm only gonna need 12, allegedly. Okay. Here we go. Are you ready for this? No brain cell today. I have no brain cell. I used it all, chat. And that's okay. So, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go boom, boom. We're gonna grab our lanterns. Nice. And we're gonna grab our gates. And we're gonna gate it up. Look at that! Nice. And now we can walk in. And we go over here. And we break that. And that. And break through. Then we're gonna break that. And that. And break through. Yes, good, yes. You guys move. I've got business to attend to. Yes, thank you, good sirs. Boom. Look at that. There. There. I forgot these guys can break. Cause I'm no. Ugh. I forget that the pigs are the ones who want to escape the most for some reason, which is very rude on their part, I would say. Am I out of gates? I can't count. Now I have to go all the way back through. I'm gonna make more exits, but I wanted to make at least the whole path through. I'm out of gates. And I broke my... Oh. Very rude. Important business. Gates? Gates. Happy Pride Month. I hope you guys like the Happy Pride Month bit. We liked it. Wham. Okay. Now that should be enough gates. No, chat. Nothing's gonna be like changed with this new news that I've given you, but we open your eyes to the beyond and the truth or something. Something like that. Nothing's gonna change. It's gonna be much more gay shown. Yeah. And to be clear, chat, there was no other motive for telling you right now than Prison Duo winning the poll. I do want you to know that. Asbestos. Okay. It's not like fully lit up yet, but we at least have the bare bones. And I'm very happy with this, chat. I'm very, very pleased. Finally got our freaking pens done. I've been saying I was gonna do these for months. like an obscene amount of time I've been saying I was gonna do these. What are you gonna tell Fred Joe didn't win? I don't know. Shrug. Maybe never. So good job. You earned it. After marriage. Okay, swag. I feel good. I've got lanterns instead of rockets. And maybe next time we'll do some exploring and we'll go see if we can go get some armadillo and also see if we can divvy up this platform. I think my next project is going to be making this hill look good because right now it looks flat, which is fine, but there's no landscaping. There's no juicy lore or something like that. I don't know. something along those lines. All right. Dark oak. And the spruce, it goes away right in here. Yes, it goes away right in here. It goes. Lore? Who's to say? It never stops. Sheets. Okay, cool. Well, chat. Very successful day in my opinion, I think. And maybe next time I'll have shaders because that'd be very nice. I'd like to be able to see in high definition again. All right. Good night, guys. The moon rose. Come on. There we go. Good night.